What's up, the internet? How's it going? It's me, Kyle, and that's Amanda.
Hello.
We are here. This is news from the Nexus. I have to pull this up so I can see what's going on. Here we go. This is news from the Nexus 419, a podcast. We are here on Tuesday night, which we are now every other week, sort of, talking to you about things that are happening. Are all those things right?
That was right.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's a weird time, guys, because Amanda's moving and we haven't really had time to plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got some things to talk to you about and some things to show you and some things to go over. So it'll probably be a short show tonight. Then we can all head over to the other stream we need to be watching, in which we can make fun of Pat Koala. But we'll do our thing first because we're better. Right?
Yep.
What'd I just say?
That we're better than Pat.
Correct.
That's an easy one.
Amanda has passed the first test to employment at the Nexus 419. Joel, I see you out there watching. You will be tested later. So one of the big announcements we have, guys, is that we, for the first time in quite a while, have an opportunity for you to buy new comics. We haven't had that in a while, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some really cool older books that we have that'll be available for you, as well as, for the first time since we closed the store, some toys. But first,
there's more.
We need to talk about the thing we always talk about right off the bat, which is, what are you watching? And I'm going to answer that for both of us because Amanda is texting.
No, Amanda decides to text me right at 7:00. Like she doesn't know. Amanda
is texting, so I'm going to answer for her, which is Mysterious Chicago on Facebook.
Yes, every day. Every day.
We're watching this thing on Facebook. Guys, if you're into history and you're into weird history and you're into correct history, none of this crap you read on the internet.
None of these urban legends that they pretend is true.
Right. None of this stuff about how, Davy Crockett was the king of the wild frontier, or I don't know, Foxworthy. I don't know, man. Is it the background or is it you? Anyhow, so if you like real history, like it's actually historic. Mysterious Chicago Tours on Facebook, mysteriouschicago.com. It's real good. There's if you watch our Thursday night CBSN shows, it's the history lecture we're always trying to get out for, so that we can be on time for that. This week is Bad Boys of Architecture.
I'm super excited for this
because 70s rock stars ain't got crap on early 20th century architects. Like, when you talk about bad boys, people who designed buildings in the early 20th century, and Mick Jagger. So, I mean, this guy also wrote, do you have it there by you?
I do.
A definitive book on H.H. Holmes, The True History of the White City Devil.
Look at him. There he is with his lazy eye and all.
Foxworthy, I think turn your phone. I think. I don't know. It might be the StreamYard. It might just be you. Who knows? But so we've been watching a lot of that, and I want to put you guys all into that because Adam Zeltzer is a great dude.
He is.
And he's wildly interesting, and it's every day there's a little chunk of content, and then Thursdays and Sundays he has hour-long lectures that make you smarter.
It's true. We say
also,
lecture, but it's more of a talk.
Yeah, they're talks. But can we also point out, what does this have to do with comic books? Well, not a ton, except that he's a huge Spider-Man fan, and his cat is named for Miles Morales. So
there's our connection to comic books, and just a little more about us. But yeah, no, every day on my lunch break, it's the first thing I watch is the mini tour from that morning.
Right. My phone is set. Like my alarms on my phone are set so I can have my morning work done in time so that at 11 o'clock I can sit on the couch and put him on the TV.
See, I can't put him on the TV. I'd like to put him on the TV, especially when like he did the Holmes tour from this past weekend.
Get you a Chromecast.
Yeah.
You need to get one anyway.
Maybe yeah.
Anyhow. So that's our What Have You Been Watching segment, because I'm relatively sure neither of us have been watching anything interesting other than that.
That's really it, because I
watch
Adam every night, and like some nights I even go back into the back catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm reading this at night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of Adam Seltzer all the time around my house right now. But I've also packed up everything else, entertainment-wise. So,
yep,
that's where we're at there. Oh, good. Tag them.
Right, and then it's mysteriouschicago.com, but you'll be able to find it from the Facebook page. There we go. So that's what we've been watching. That's also what I've been reading.
Right.
I've been reading his book, The Hitchhiker, or the Smart Alex Guide to American History. Amanda has been reading his Holmes book. I have his other nonfiction book, which is Mysterious Chicago, on tap for when I finish the book I have. Okay.
Right, so when I finish this, you'll give me Smart Alec, and we're gonna just rotate.
I don't know. I might not loan out my copy of Smart Alex.
I want to read.
I might just buy a second copy as a loaner.
Well, by that
my weird serial killer notes inside of it will detract from the reading. But guys, it's real history, and how H.H. Holmes maybe not the killer you thought he was.
No, absolutely not. Everything you thought you knew.
Defrauder of credit companies and insurance huckster.
He was a swindler. He was a liar. Like pathologically, probably a liar.
Right. If you know about H.H. Holmes, you think you know a whole bunch. Turns out you know nothing. No. Who was that I was talking to the other day that I had to explain that the murder castle wasn't like, oh, our friend Dirk Manning.
He didn't, hold on. Dirk didn't know about the murder castle?
No, he knew about the murder castle. I had to explain to him that it wasn't a thing.
Oh, that it was just where he hid property that he had loaned or he'd bought on loan?
He bought on credit. He had bought on credit.
It was stolen?
Shocking. So, that's the thing.
Oh, man, he was a mess.
Yeah, he was. So, I had to have that conversation with him. But anyhow. So, guys, one of our big pieces of news is that we are participating. Huh?
What?
Amanda and I are participating in, and some of your friends will be participating in.
Oh yes.
Cadets Con.
Yes.
Which is a convention with Space Cadets Collection in Houston, Texas. It's Jen King's store. You've heard us talk about Jen. She's one of the great people in the industry. We love Jen a lot.
That would be Space Cadets Collection.
And Space Cadets Gaming in Houston, Texas. But we are throwing them a virtual convention, not this weekend, but next weekend. We are part of the team putting that on. And so you'll hear more about that, and I'm sure it will be shared to this page, probably Facebook and not YouTube.
Yeah.
But wherever, if not, I will at least share the videos to this page so you can tune in and watch. So that's going to be fun. We've got a lot of great creators, including some that you've never seen on our shows before, on our virtual cons, on the Party for the End of the World or GarageCon. We've got guys like... we're not making official guest announcements so much, but I can kind of hint at some.
Well, people who have appeared on both of ours.
There are some people who have appeared on both of ours. There's some people who've only appeared on one of ours. Where the heck is... Oh, Sheets. There it is. Took me a minute. But we also have guys like Henri Compagnie, Rom V, David Krausen, who does Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Declan Shelby.
Oh.
James Hake from Scout Comics. And a bunch of other names are going to announce very, very soon. But some names you might know. Kaylin Smith. Travis McIntyre. Drina Joe. Seth the Moose. Some people you know are going to be there, but some people you don't know are going to be there. So it'll be a real interesting time. Sean Forney will be there. So that'll be a lot of fun. Cadets Con is, again, not this weekend, but next on the Space Cadets page, maybe here, and some of it will definitely be on the Comic Book Shopping Network. Mm-hmm. So head over to Comic Book Shopping Network and answer the 3 questions so that you can be in to the Comic Book Shopping Network and you can see it. Dan Gillooly, bring back Ming. Dan, I'm trying. He's very busy now. Now that his what's up, man? And now that his the whole what's the word I'm looking for? The studio is back open. He's very, very busy. So I'm trying, but I can't. Huh?
He's always kind of a busy man, so.
Right, he's extra busy now though that the studio is reopened. So we're trying. But I can't do anything until the man texts me back. It's like I have some big names in the industry that are still kind of out there, but I can't do anything until they text me back.
There's her, her appearance.
Oh?
Mavis Walk just passed.
Oh. Yes, Mavis's appearances.
Yeah, she always there's her appearance for the, show because she's got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Other fun news we have, and like I said, this is probably going to be a short show. Dude, we had a lot of fun with the last one, Dan. And like I said, this one we're partnering with Jen King and her store. Mm-hmm. So we've got a different crowd.
Talked to the people a little bit about why we've moved. Obviously they know why we've moved it online. I mean, COVID.
Right.
But
the short answer to that is she asked. Okay. But I mean, those of you who have been on them have seen that, and compared to other virtual conventions, what we're doing is unique. What we've done in our 3 shows with Party for the End of the World. Well, yeah, 3. Party for the End of the World, Garage Con, and now Cadets Con.
Okay, yeah, this will be our 3rd.
Is we've basically figured out a way to bring you Artist Alley direct to your television. Mm-hmm. And we like doing that. So what we're doing is unique compared to a lot of the other virtual events you're seeing. Mm-hmm. San Diego Comic-Con just hit its virtual event, and it was fine. It was great. I'm excited that it happened, but it wasn't anything like what we normally do. So what we're doing is something different that stores really like, and that people who already have in-store conventions are really interested in. So Jen
who does Cadets Con every year.
Right. So Jen, they do Cadets Con every year down there at Space Cadets, and she reached out and said, "Hey, would you guys be interested in doing this and helping us put this on?" And I said, "Sure," because I like doing them. And so along with her team, I have been sort of, I don't know what the word is, leading this thing, putting it together. I mean, obviously her team's involved, in a big way, but I'm the one with the experience in this thing. So,
right, well, because you're what you're doing is you're helping her and her team bridge the gap from what they do when they do it in person at her store to the online virtual.
Right. That's exactly it, dude. That's the whole point. Is that this is a way you can get into an artist and a creator's work that you might not have otherwise found. Because I'll be honest, Rom V is not in this country. Declan Shelby's in the UK or in Great Britain somewhere. We have a lot of creators that are coming to us for this show, and particularly from around the world.
This will be the first time we've done that, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Right. We're working on an artist who has done a series of exclusive covers for Space Cadets, and that person's in Ireland. So it'll be real fun to bring you global creators.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a way you'd never get a chance to meet these people or see these people at a convention because they just don't travel. And you definitely wouldn't get to see them this year, even if they did travel.
Right. Well, yeah. You're probably lucky if you see these people at, 1 or 2 conventions a year.
Right.
Now,
and that's only if you travel to the big shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because a guy like Declan Shelby, he's not going to be at Fantasticon Toledo.
Absolutely.
He'll be at San Diego, New York,
maybe C2E2, maybe Emerald City.
Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great opportunity to meet these guys and see these guys work, which will be a lot of. Did you two check out Dog Bodies yet? Negative.
Bog Bodies?
Dan Galuli. It's a book.
It sounds.
Doesn't seem, to be real honest, it doesn't seem like something I would read.
Oh.
It seems like something I would have read 10 years ago, but it's not really into what I'm into now. But
what would I think of it?
Amazing things, so I'm going to check it out.
How would I like it?
Huh?
Would I like it?
I don't know. I'm going to read it. We'll let you know. Yeah, I know it's by Declan. But it's one of those things is that I'm a big fan of his work from other things. So, we just go from there.
Yeah.
So there's that. Let's see. So that's not this weekend, but next weekend. And we'll share that all around. You'll see graphics from people very soon. I made a real fun little intro video for it last night that I'm real proud of.
And then just for you guys,
Amanda?
I did not. Just for you fine folks who might want a calendar, it's August 8th and 9th.
Mm-hmm. There may even be some content on the 7th.
So just block out the 7th, 8th, and 9th for CadetCon.
CadetCon, absolutely.
So for those
we're working on maybe doing something the 7th at night, Friday the 7th in the evening. But there's that. All right. So another fun piece of news.
Mm-hmm.
Is that after a long hiatus due to my own, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but Dan's right. Like, that's how we get through it every time we've done it.
Yes, absolutely. Load up on energy drinks. And for me, Guinness Zero or Heineken Zero.
Right.
Yes. Energy drinks. So many energy drinks. I think I bought 6 Monster for the last one. Well, that's for 3 days.
Yeah, 2 a day though. That's more Monster than I ever drink.
So anyhow, but so after a long hiatus from working on it because I got to be a lazy bum.
Well, other things.
I have seasonal defective disorder for the summer. When it's hot out, I don't do anything because I'm fat and I'm always hot.
Well,
I'm sitting right now talking to you guys.
Okay, make the jokes, but you've also we've been working on this for a long time. You've been working on the CadetsCon. I think
we're on CadetsCon for almost 2 months.
2 weeks after the last. Yeah, I was to say, like, I feel like 2 weeks after the last one, we were signed on for this. So
right.
You've been busy. You've been preoccupied.
We've been doing a lot more CBSN stuff. There's some big stuff coming for CBSN that I've been involved in and that I've been a part of. Planning and that sort of stuff. So I've had some things that have distracted me. I'm working on a food truck part time now, like 3 hours a week, kind of part time. But there's snow cones, so I eat so many snow cones. I'm kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna lay here for a while afterwards. But we haven't worked on the website as much as we should have. I'm gonna cop to that. But that is all going to change. Because now, for the first time in months and months and months and months, that's right, I put extra emphasis on the THs because I didn't want to be Will Smith.
That was odd. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We have the opportunity for you guys to buy new books. Hold, please. Okay.
We are professionals. He had this queue
Well,
the entire time.
No, I got a message from the person we were trying to have as our guest tonight.
Oh.
And I thought maybe they were able to come on for a minute.
Oh.
Turns out, no, it was just an old message that Facebook just sent me. Anyhow, so for the first time in a long time, we have the ability for you guys to purchase new books.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that, you got to understand that we no longer deal with Diamond Comic Distribution.
Nope. Haven't for a while.
Haven't for a long time. We also only buy right now from publishers from whom we can buy directly. When a company called Cornerbox gets out of beta and is in full operation, then we will be using them to get new books. But so we don't have things like Marvel and DC.
Mm-mm.
We don't have IDW, Boom, or Dark Horse. What we have is Source Point.
We do.
Here, let me do this.
And guys, like, really, this is kind of just the starting point. Is Source Point? You know, it was really easy for us to get in there. We have very close friends.
I'll put the Source Point logo in the corner.
Yeah. Shout out to Source Point. They're very good friends of ours. You know, we see them at every convention all the time. So, of course, you become friendly with them, people.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were the ones that it was the easiest for us to start this.
Right, with them. They're people who I can literally text the CEO, the COO, the CCO, the head of shipping, and almost every creator on the roster if I need to. Like, so we have Source Point books. So I wanted to show you guys some of the Source Point books we have that are available for sale. And these will be available on the Nexus419.com. The Nexus419.com.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, these will be up tomorrow, I would say by midday. Just to give me some time to make sure things are working properly. So you go over here to the Nexus419.com, click on shop, and they'll be in the site that eventually loads here. So we'll have pictures and everything of those and all that kind of stuff here on the Nexus419.com. But let me show you the books we have.
Yeah.
So we have Nora, Volume 2, number 1. This is Nora Devour, number 1. This is our friend Casey Pierce, who's been on a bunch of our live shows and our mini cons that we've thrown. We have The Final Bloody War of Colton Myers, which is an 80-page original graphic novel by David Hayes, who, shock of shocks, has been on a lot of our live shows and mini cons that we've thrown.
What?
David Hayes.
It's like we're friends with these people.
Right, it's like I know them or something. It's like we've broken bread.
Right?
It's like, I want to do a Nora exclusive cover that's just a mic stand. It's like we have inside jokes with these people. But then we have 1, 2, and 3 of this all ages book, Skylin. I broke Amanda with that one.
Oh, the mic stand. The mic stand.
I broke Amanda, guys. I broke her.
Oh, still one of the funniest stories.
Yes, still one of the most fun nights ever. But, guys, that was the night I convinced Ming to come to Monroe Comic-Con.
Right.
I got Ming low-key drunk and convinced him to come to Monroe and be in our booth at the convention.
You got Ming drunk, or you saw that Ming was low-key drunk and just took advantage of
it? He had already started, and then I increased the volume.
Yeah, you just kept being like, oh, can I get you another one?
Yeah, pretty much. So, Skylin, 3. These will be available on the Nexus419.com starting tomorrow midday. We'll also have fun things like the free comic book summer Thor Funko exclusive. And let's see what the first book I pull out of my box is here. X-Men 59.
Oh.
Written by Roy Thomas, but Chris Claremont gets a byline as a story writer in this. Also, this is many of the Sentinels up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll have old books, collectible books, new books. We're going to have Funko Pops. Now, real limited Funko Pops, because we're only selling from our own collections right now.
Yeah, because I'm moving, I went through and cleared out some stuff for you guys. So.
As did I, even though I'm not moving.
I have one of them over there.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to grab it?
I forgot to grab those last night.
You did.
Oh, I'll get them from you later. Anyhow, but we're going to be selling Funko Pops from our own collections right now and slowly starting to order Pops from Funko in real low quantities for you guys to be able to purchase on our website.
Yeah.
We're adding something new, something we never sold in our store, but something we can totally sell now that we don't have a brick and mortar and I can do what I want. Even though I could always do what I wanted before, I just have a new venue for it, which is selling these guys.
Yeah.
12-inch vinyl records. We're going to have records on there. This is an example of one of the records from the collection we're going to be putting up. Mm-hmm. This is Madman Across the Water by Elton John. This record includes Tiny Dancer, Levon, Razorface. I really should have turned on the lights so I can see these.
I mean, Tiny Dancer is the only thing you really need to know.
Rotten Peaches, All the Nasties, Goodbye. But yeah, Tiny Dancer and Levon. Levon's a great song.
I know, but I'm just saying Tiny Dancer is the one that probably everybody is going to know.
Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, that one song that Elton John wrote about the guy from Who's the Boss. But those will all be on the website as well. Records and Pops might not make it up by tomorrow, but books certainly will. Mm-hmm. Records and Pops will come up in the next couple of days. I've been trying to figure out how to do them the right way. So
they're hard. They also pose a little bit more of a shipping challenge.
They do.
So we're playing with them, but records are coming. Whether they're this week or in the next few weeks, they are coming.
Yes. But Pops will certainly go up tonight or tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That way. So, we'll have opportunities for you to buy some new product for the first time in a long time. So that's fun. I'm picking up some really cool books tomorrow that you'll be able to see for the first time in our live show Thursday night on the Comic Book Shopping Network. We're on the Comic Book Shopping Network every Thursday from 7 to 9 and every Sunday from 4:30 to 6. And then we're taking this week off because I have a previous engagement. But then not so we're taking this week off. We won't be on next Friday. 2 Fridays from now. Is that the same as Cadets Con?
No.
I'll have to look.
It is not.
Our next CBSN Friday. Anyhow.
Our next CBSN Friday will be the 14th.
Yes. So every other Friday starting the 14th of August, we will be on CBSN Friday from 6 to 8. And be watching for us there. We're doing all kinds of stuff there, selling books and having a lot of fun over there. Mm-hmm. What else is there?
Fridays and Sundays.
Mm-hmm. And maybe on Tuesdays. Maybe if we're not doing this and there's a spot, I'll grab a spot on Tuesdays. We'll see what happens. But for right now, we're on Thursdays and Sundays from 7 to 9 on Thursday and 4:30 to 6 on Sunday. And yeah, that's that. Make sure you check out everything cool over there. What else do we need to talk about, Amanda? Anything?
We've talked about the books. We've talked about records. We've talked about Cadets Con. I think it's just the...
No, it's the...
Susie's not going to like the next part.
Yes. Susie, I get that you don't like change, but I'm the one who kind of has to deal with all this. So if it has to change, it has to change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who's not getting enough sleep and getting enough rest and running himself into the ground here. So the next part of this is to sort of fix that. This will be our last Tuesday night podcast for a while. We're going to take off at least the whole month of August.
Mm-hmm.
We hope to be back first Tuesday in September. But we need to figure out what we're doing. We need to get Amanda moved, guys. Amanda's moving, and moving is a stressful thing. And if you're Amanda, it's even more stressful because you're an insane person.
Yeah, anybody who knows me or you've been watching for a long time, I've never been quiet about my own kind of anxiety and depression and issues. Which just...
She likes to crumble newspaper right into her microphone, okay? She likes to cause other people pain while she moves.
I do not. But I've been pretty, I've always been pretty open about that kind of thing. I'm sure most of you are kind of aware. If you weren't already, you now know. So welcome to the club. But things like my house being the utter disaster that it is because I have boxes everywhere makes it worse. It makes it harder. And it's just going to be a little bit easier for me to take a little bit of more control into my life by not having this to do. Because I want to be here with you guys, but I'm not going to be here with you guys, and I'm not going to be at my best if I'm tired because I'm stressing out and I'm not sleeping, or I'm up all night trying to pack and get
Susie, you and Randy are a lot less crazy than Amanda.
Right.
And I'm not calling Amanda crazy because she has depression and all that kind of stuff. That's all normal. Amanda is crazy because she didn't just start packing one thing. She started packing in 9 different areas of her house and would pack a little bit from each area and then be like, my house is a mess.
Well, because there was a method in my head when I started. Well, the method in my head was let's pack up the non-essentials. So I don't need all my... The
method in your head might have been Method Man. Or Crystal Method.
It was let's start with the non-essentials and then work toward more essential. And that has just added to this craziness. And that's why it's like, I need to take some time and get this straight. And I need to get moved. I got to get in. I got to get settled because I need to figure out what this setup is going to look like. Right, Susie? Like, yeah. I want to figure out what this is going to be set up like. I have this that I haven't even busted out yet. I have a ring light to start making this better. So I have all of these things to make this a even better setup for me that I can't set up right now. And I don't know what it's going to look like in my new place. So we're going to figure that out.
That's all fair. We need to get Amanda moved, though. So we're going to take a month off, get Amanda moved, get everything figured out. And when we come back, this show may be very different.
Yeah.
One of the fun things that's on the horizon is that I have been looking for studio space. So I may not be here in my family's living room doing this. I may be in a studio. We may have some different graphics, some different looks to things. Mm-hmm. This show may take on a live sale portion. We may do a little bit of what we do on the CBSN on here, on Tuesday nights. So we just don't know. So we're going to take a month off.
To get me moved, to maybe look at revamping.
We're only taking Tuesdays off. We're not taking anything else off. Just Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Just news from the Nexus.
Yep.
And that's hopefully only until September. And here's the other part of that, guys. I may be back on intermittently with guests to talk about things. And it may just not be both me and Amanda. And Amanda may be on intermittently to talk about things behind my back. That's fine. So it's we're not going away for that whole time, but we're putting this show officially on hiatus for a month.
At least, yes.
There's that. All right.
So if you have any fun ideas or fun segments we could maybe add, to the and News from the Nexus 2.0, send them to us. Let us know, like, if there's something you want to see. Is there a topic you want us to talk about? Send them our way. We're gonna be looking at things. So I think it's gonna be for the best. It's that we're going into a little cocoon here to emerge as butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good. It's good change, Susie.
Yes. So we're going to end this show the way we always end our shows. We have questions. You have questions. We have answers.
It's gonna be okay, Susie. We're gonna get through this together.
Right. You're still gonna see us most of the nights you normally see us.
Right. Like this will be the only night that we won't be doing anything scheduled.
Right.
That's the
so
thing.
final
scheduled thing out of it.
Right. Final thing we always do in the show. You have questions. We've got answers. Ask us your questions. We will answer them as best we can. And if we don't know the answer, we'll make one up. Yeah. Do you guys want to know about how Davy Crockett is a load of crap?
Uh-huh. I kind of do.
Should I tell everybody the story?
Well, I think you should first tell me what kind of pizza sounds good from Vito's.
What?
I think I'm going to order Vito's.
Sounds disgusting.
I don't know what pizza yet.
I do not like Vito's.
No help.
But no, if you have questions, we've got answers. We can answer your questions on American history. We can answer your questions on weirdness in Chicago. We can answer your questions on comic books, on our website, on CadetsCon, on why Amanda is a lunatic person.
I am. I don't know that we can actually answer that question.
We can.
No, because I don't know that I know why I'm a lunatic person.
I can tell you why you're a lunatic person.
Why am I a lunatic person?
Because you talk to your cat like it understands you.
She does.
She doesn't. She just wants wet food.
The Davy Crockett song is all wrong. He did never.
Dan Paluli, are you ready? Everything you know from that song is complete fiction. That song was created by the Whig Party to get Davy Crockett elected to Congress. They wanted him to seem more like then President Andrew Jackson, a frontiersman, a fighter, a rough and ready guy. And he was not. He was, in fact, well-educated and well-spoken. He never fought a bear, especially not at 3 years old. He did fight the Mexican army at the Alamo and get killed. That part is real.
Mm-hmm.
He is also actually from Tennessee, but basically the rest of it is made up.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also, there are two great Davy Crockett in Congress stories. One is he and Andrew Jackson were at a party, and someone attempted to assassinate Andrew Jackson, but their guns misfired. So Andrew Jackson, sitting president of the United States, and Davy Crockett, congressman, beat the crap out of the dude like barroom style, putting him through tables and plate glass windows and hitting him with chairs until the cops showed up. I imagine in my head, and I know that that's wrong for the period, but like an old Western saloon style brawl, except that it's the president and a congressman versus a would-be assassin. And the other story is that on his last day of Congress, Davy Crockett stood up and said, "You may all go to hell. I shall go to Texas," which he did because they gave him 400 free acres of land because we were still trying to steal Texas from Mexico at the time. And then fought at the Alamo and got killed. He also hated the raccoon skin cap.
Oh, yeah.
He said it smelled funny and itched.
I believe 100% of that.
Yeah. So, does anybody else have any questions? I did my bit on Davy Crockett. I also have bits on Puritans and George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and John Adams and Aaron Burr. And what are some of the other ones I have, Amanda?
Oh, geez. A lot. Mm-hmm. I've lost count.
Yeah, I have tons of these these historical stories. that are a result of me reading history books and then further research.
Yeah, we rabbit hole, guys. So
that was something else Davy Crockett could not have done. He could not have recognized a rabbit hole. Here's a fun story about another song. You guys know the song about the Battle of New Orleans? In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. You guys know the song? I'm sure you do. Yeah, you do.
I like the Yankee Doodle one better, but it's a little more after dark.
What one?
The Yankee Doodle.
Oh, yeah, the Yankee Doodle one is good. But anyhow, so that song is about the Battle of New Orleans, which is part of the War of 1812. Here's the thing. That battle took place 2 weeks after the war ended. Everybody forgot to tell them.
I feel like that's a really common thing that happened.
Right. The war ended. They signed the treaty. They signed the treaty to end the War of 1812, and they just forgot to tell Andrew Jackson and the French or the English Armada in New Orleans. And so 2,000 English soldiers were killed, and like 24 Americans got killed 2 weeks after the war ended.
I feel this is very much a running thread because I feel like we did this in the Revolutionary War, didn't we? We fought a battle after it was over.
But not that big. It was much smaller. Yeah.
I think we did this in the Civil War.
Again, not really.
Not as big. I mean, I'm not saying to the same scale.
There were skirmishes well after.
Yes, that's what I'm kind of going. We're
but not official battles of the war.
I mean, Juneteenth is a whole thing about forgetting to tell people things.
It's true.
We're forgetting to tell people 1812. It's just
so there's this whole thing about Admiral Seward, who was Lincoln's Secretary of State in the annexation of Alaska, that we forgot to tell Alaskans that they were being annexed into a country that didn't allow slavery. So somebody had to go up there and tell the First Nations tribes in Alaska, hey, y'all, you're not allowed to keep slaves anymore. So what they did was to celebrate, they built a shame pole of Admiral Seward and Lincoln, which is a totem pole where they're both predicted as fat little men. And
I love this.
They were not angry. They were not happy. Let's put it that way.
Love this totem pole, though.
Yeah, it's hysterical. Mm-hmm. So... any other questions? Maybe not about American history? Any questions about comic books? Or what's going on at the store? Mm-hmm. Or our live sales? Or Cadets Con? I'll wait.
We'll wait. We won't wait that long, but we'll wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Give you some time for the video to catch up.
Yeah, because there is a 20-second delay.
There's a little longer than 20 seconds.
Yeah, about 20 seconds, give or take.
Mm-hmm. It's 20 seconds if you go straight from Facebook. When we go through StreamYard, it's about 40 seconds.
Got it.
So, all right. Well, if nobody has any questions for us, we are going to get out of here. We will see everybody. We'll see everybody on our live shows and at Cadets Con. We'll be back on a Tuesday night, first week of September. We'll see you then, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.